So this is my personal goals video presentation for completion of my electronic portfolio. So personal information, married to my wife, Lorna, for 17 years. I have 2 and 11-year-old boys, Reed and Preston. Reed's on the left, Preston is on the right. They're definitely opposites, which makes for great balance. That is our obligatory COVID pet that we got during quarantine, Roxy. She's a 2-year-old pit mix. When not working, I can be found doing sports, scouts, puzzles, or just being outdoors and being with family. Some educational information. I did my undergraduate work at Emporia State, where I majored in business education with a minor in math. Graduate work was done at the University of Kansas with a master's in special education and high incidence. And then I completed my doctoral work at the University of Missouri-Columbia, go Tigers, where I studied educational leadership and policy, and then published my dissertation about social emotional learning in secondary suburban classrooms. So, personal experience started in 2005 at Harmon High School, where I taught business, math, and special education. Moved to the Blue Valley School District, where I taught emotional disabilities in both Blue Valley North and Blue Valley Southwest, and then currently at Shawnee Mission South, where I teach special education and high incidence and the department coordinator. I've also coached boys and girls soccer, as well as worked in 9th grade transition, social emotional learning, and other aspects around the school. So some personal goals. 1 year from now, my personal goal is to be employed as an administrator. 2 to 5 years from now, I'd like to check off some trips. We do have a trip planned to Turks and Caicos, Alaska, Philmont Scout Camp, and Hawaii would be some personal goals. 5 to 10 years from now, definitely looking towards financial independence and debt-free. That's something that my wife and I are very much committed to. In 10 plus years, be in a position to travel and have earned additional rank with the scouting world, taking on some additional leadership roles there. Some professional goals. So in the next year, be employed as an administrator. In 2 to 5 years, I'd like to publish again. So I do have my dissertation published in one journal, and I'd like to work to get it published in a few more. I would like to have the school I recognized as a National School of Character. I've started this process at one school and was unable to finish it due to changing roles. I'd also like to teach in an adjunct position as well. In 5 to 10 years, I would love to be hired as a director of social and emotional learning for a large school district or a third-party company which deals in social and emotional learning and assessing that for students and teachers as well. Well, why did I choose Fort Hays State University? I only needed the certification for licensure and wasn't seeking any additional degrees. So some things that went into my choosing, I looked at my undergraduate alma mater, Emporia State, as well as Pittsburgh. So the availability of the classes online was a huge plus. The timetable that I was able to complete the program. I do have at least one other colleague that I know really enjoyed this program, said it was really good. The cost of the classes played a factor, as well as the flexibility of the courses offered as well. So when those courses were offered and how, when they were offered during the course of the year was a huge draw for me as well, because it allowed me the time to get it done when I needed to. So that's my personal goal presentation. Thank you.